Okay, Nick, let's go through these. Fascinating stuff. On the issue of using a portion of registration fees to help pay out settlements, what was the reaction by parents?
Well, actually, the reaction was very negative. A very strong majority of Canadians were outright opposed or somewhat opposed to using registration fees to pay for a settlement for the sexual abuse allegations. So it's really a non-starter for most Canadians.
Yeah, I shouldn't just say parents, it is most Canadians. And they're also reacting to what this controversy is doing to their impressions of hockey players in general. Reputations are taking a big hit here.
Absolutely. You know, I think the fact of the matter is that this is not only shocking, but it's a significant disappointment. And when we listen to Canadians on how they felt about the impact on the perception of hockey players, it's actually outright negative. And it suggests that this particular issue is a major issue and that it has had a materially negative impact on how Canadians view hockey players. And it's quite significant considering how important hockey is to Canadians.
Yeah, 75% believe the allegations have had a negative or somewhat negative impression on hockey players. What about the sport itself? What about the game of hockey?
Well, there's also negative impact on the game of hockey, and I think this speaks to the fact that you know, Canadians are so tuned into this issue and they have an opinion, and many Canadians either played hockey, have children that played hockey, or have a neighbor that played hockey, and as a result, you know, they're quite worried and upset about what they've seen. And as a result, not only has it had a negative impact on hockey players, but on the sport writ large.
Absolutely. So I guess translating, though, for Hockey Canada, if they're hearing this anger, what does it mean for how Canadians look at hockey in terms of registering their kids moving forward?
Well, you know, there's still a significant proportion of Canadians who said that this situation will not have any impact on the registration. But the thing is that there's also a significant proportion, noticeably, especially among women, who said that they're less likely to register their kids in hockey as a result of this particular situation. But you know, the fact of the matter is that, you know, the number one word that Canadians use to describe how they feel about the use of registrations in this sexual abuse allegation is anger. And anger is basically at the top of the list, and it kind of captures where Canadians are at whenever they hear or see anything related to this.
Yeah, that's fascinating. I would have said disappointment for sure. Anger is very interesting. What do you think Hockey Canada should take out of these findings, Nick?
Well, I think the reality is that right now, in the same poll that we did with CTV News and the Globe and Mail, is that very few Canadians even have confidence that Hockey Canada can manage this. And I think the other reality is that whoever gave Hockey Canada the advice to try to settle this and to use registrations should be fired. Like, it's basically bad advice. And that this is unacceptable behavior. Canadians are very disappointed. They take pride in their sport, and there needs to be action.
Canada's national winter sport really coming under the microscope. Nik Nanos, the Chief Data Scientist and founder of Nanos Research, thank you.
Take it easy.